Norwich was a young boy whose life and death became the subject of one of history's most infamous blood libel cases. He was around 12 years old when his body was found in Thorpe Wood near Norwich, England, in 1144. The exact details of William's death are sparse, as the only extensive contemporary source regarding the event is the hagiographical account written by Thomas of Monmouth, a monk at the local Benedictine monastery, who took a particular interest in the case several years after the fact. In Thomas of Monmouth's writings, which aimed to establish William as a martyr, he suggests that the child showed signs of torture and had wounds indicative of a violent attack, including what he interpreted as a stab wound to the head. According to his account, these were clear indicators that William was the victim of a ritualistic murder carried out by Jews. However, Thomas's narrative is not supported by any solid evidence and reflects the anti-Semitic sentiments of the time, which were particularly virulent in the context of the Crusades and Christian religious fervor. The suspicion that William was a victim of blood libel arises from Thomas's claims that Jews needed the blood of a Christian child for their rituals, a complete fabrication with no basis in Jewish practices or teachings. The story was likely used as a way to explain an awful but otherwise unremarkable crime by pinning it on a marginalized and often despised group within the community, the Jews. Blood libel accusations like this often led to pogroms and systematic violence against Jewish populations, and were sometimes encouraged or exploited by local authorities for various motives, including economic ones, as indebtedness to Jewish moneylenders could be wiped clean through such accusations. The association between blood libel and esoteric Jewish teachings, such as the Kabbalah, is a further distortion of the latter, a complex system of mystical theology that has nothing to do with the spurious charges of murder leveled against Jews in the Middle Ages. During the time of William's death, Kabbalah was still in its formative stages and was certainly not part of public knowledge or practice. Over time, Thomas of Monmouth's fabrication was incorporated into local lore, and William was venerated as a saint, with a shrine erected in his honor in the Norwich Cathedral. The cult surrounding him persisted for several centuries, although it never received official recognition from the Roman Catholic Church. Ultimately, the tale of William of Norwich exemplifies the dangerous power of false narratives and the importance of rigorous historical scrutiny to counteract prejudice and misinformation. Please like and subscribe. I'm Dave. Have a happy Dave.